Hussbus bus stop. JP Hussey here, owner of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors, with this week's Hussbus bus stop. All right, so today I want to take you on a little bit of a journey of my personal experience with real estate to kind of show you that can work. Now, there's risk involved, but I want to show you this lifestyle journey, really not knowing what I'm doing, right? And how there's some benefits. There's always pros and cons to real estate. And even in this cycle that we're in now, there's a lot of ideas of home ownership may not make sense. You know, renting could be cheaper than buying. But there's a lot of different things that go into it. A lot of short-term pros and cons and long-term pros and cons. And there's always risk involved, there's no doubt. But like we know, if you don't take a risk, nothing good could possibly happen. All right, if you play it safe, you don't even have the opportunity of something good maybe happening. And real estate is always, usually, a good thing to invest in. All right. So let me take you through my journey, my personal journey, to see where I'm at as of today. Because literally what I'm going to tell you is still going on. All right. And I'm not some big investor. I don't know what's going on. I'd love to invest more, honestly. So I'm kind of doing this video for myself. So anyway, when I was about 26, in 2007, all right, before the crash of 2008, 2009, all right, and some people think we're in that type of cycle now, all right, rates were higher. They were probably about what they are now, if not a little bit less, but I digress. I bought my first property to live in 2007, all right. We moved in, was there about, 3-4-ish years, don't even remember at this point. Had a baby there, okay. Bought before the crash, like I said, but we decided we needed a bigger home because we had another kid and maybe to get into a different school district, all right? So what we did was, I couldn't even sell this first property because I was underwater because 2008, 2009 came, all right? So there's that risk part I'm telling you. But let me keep going with this. So we buy another home, all right? Still own the first one, have some renters in there, all right? I'll get into that in a bit. But we bought the second property, all right? And during that time, that appreciated a bit. And in 2018, I decided to start the Hussey Team, and I needed startup funds. So what I did was, on that second property, got a home equity line, and I was able to pull some money out of that to put for the Hussey Team to start it up, which is cool because I really didn't have much money then. Hustling along, all right? So use that home equity line to start a business, which is cool. Now, in 2020, during COVID, had a couple more kids. We had to buy a bigger home. And what's really cool is that second home, so now we're on the third, that second home I decided to sell. And because it appreciated, I was able to pay off that second lien that helped me start the Hussey Team. So I don't want to say it's free money, but I used that appreciation in the home to get money, to start something, and then it was paid off for me just due to the appreciation of the home. So that's what's really cool, because homes are really only going to appreciate. I don't see some big crash anymore, although who knows. But homes and real estate always appreciate, all right? So now we own the third home, where we're at right now. And I used the second home, selling that, to start the Hussey Team. That's pretty cool, right? Now, I still own that first home, that rental, okay? I have some renters in there. Hey, had to go through some repairs, had to put some work in it, had to find some renters. Had a couple renters that would live there a year, 2 years. I've owned this home now 17 years. Then I got a family that ended up having some babies. They were there 6-7 years. Great people. Awesome. All my renters were actually pretty good. Okay? But here's the cool thing. Where I'm at right now. Those renters, they had 3 kids. They needed to buy another home. So they bought a new home. This is just in January of this year. I put a little money into this rental, right? After 17 years, put a little bit more into it. Put it on the market. And what's cool is I bought that first home for $168,000 before the crash. Now I'm under contract for $250,000. And during those 17 years or so, I had other people paying my mortgage, so I only owe like $117,000. So all said and done, yeah, I'll have some capital gains, but I could net $100,000 from that first property that I bought. Didn't really think I was going to keep it as a rental. I wasn't a smart investor, still probably am not. But that's how things worked out. Where I'm going to make some money, I put in the work, I played the long game, right? And now I could put some extra money in my pocket, which is crucial right now. It would be great to do that. So I kind of invested without even knowing I was investing. I remember 26, I said I want to buy a property and see what happens. I want to buy something early when I was in my mid-20s. And yes, there was some stuff that I went through that work, right? You don't get any pros if you don't put the work in. And look, it's working out just over that appreciation and keeping that property long term. So I kind of did the house hacking thing that you hear about without even knowing I was doing the house hacking. So what I want to tell you is real estate is always a good investment. You could have a story like this, right? I kind of wish I would have bought more properties, and I'm looking to do that now, right? Maybe with this $100,000 that I could be making, all right? And I used appreciation to start a business. So there's a lot of different things you can do with real estate. You just got to dive into it a little bit and take a risk. Hope everyone has a good day. Hussbus bus stop.